Welcome to JermaineAuNatural. I am Jermaine Ryan, and this week is going to be Charcoal Week. So all this week I'm going to be featuring items that I have and use that are charcoal based. Charcoal is like the new but old it thing to have in products. It's just like the old saying. It's like the old saying goes, nothing is really new, everything just repeats itself. Well, charcoal has repeated itself and it is making a splash like no other. When I first started seeing charcoal come on and seeing it in a lot of stuff, I was like, so they really just going to get some King's Pit charcoals and they grinding that up? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I can see that. I mean, it's just charcoal. You can just, go to the local wherever and get, 2 bags. It's summertime too. Just get 2 bags of charcoal and, make your face stuff or some toothbrush. Not what it is. Charcoal actually is a compound of things. So I'm going to read it so that I have everything correctly. So it is actually a combination of heated carbon-rich materials such as wood, peat, coconut shells, or sawdust, and they heat this at very high temperatures, therefore making that compound of the active charcoal. And basically with this process, the way that it's made so that it'll actually pull out impurities, for a lot of different things, external things and also internal things. Kind of like vinegar, apple cider vinegar. It's one of those type of things. You can use it for everything, internally and externally, and it just does it, and it's a natural product. So that's what the activated charcoal is actually made of. It's not Kohl's. It's not King's Pit. They didn't go down to the local, Home Depot and get the 2 bags for $13.98 or 2 bags for $8.99, however much. It's not that. What I use and have been using for a while is Lush Cosmetics. Let me not say it like that because you think Lush and probably thinking drunks. Lush has a face soap called Coalface. This is my little chunk that's left. I don't know if you can really see it. The light's getting a little dim, but it has little reflective crystals or little reflective, almost like glitter in it. But this is my little chunk that I have left. When you go to Lush, a lot of their soaps, their body soaps, their face soaps, they're normally in large logs. Think cheese wheels. They come like that. You go into the store and basically everything has a pound per pound by how they weigh it. You tell them how much you want to spend and they'll cut your piece to fit however much your budget is. So for me, I normally will go in and I'll get about a $20 to $25 chunk of the Coalface. Like I said, this is all I have left. But I'll go and I'll get about a $20 to $25 chunk of this. And when I get home, I'll normally cut it into fourths and it will last me. And this is in me using it twice a day. Sometimes I may skip it. Sometimes I may use something else on my face just to change it up a little bit. But using it for the most part twice a day, it'll last me roughly about 5 months to 6 months, one $20 to $25 chunk. It lathers really, really well. It has a very, very light exfoliant action to it. If you've ever used baking soda is another good all-natural exfoliant that's gentle. It's a little bit lighter than that. It goes on and it soaks up on your face like a regular soap. And when you rinse it off, it pulls everything out. So for myself, as you can see, this is me after work, getting up at 8 o'clock this morning, and it is 8:05, 12 hours, whole 12 hours later. This is what my face looks like. And it was a little bit warmer today, so there probably is some sweat in here also. But yeah, I have extremely oily skin. So for me, I can't do this little gentle. I can't do gentle anything. I need to pull all of the oil, the dirt out from my pores in order to clean my skin. So the Coalface is really excellent for doing that. Now, if you have combination skin or sensitive skin, this is probably going to over dry your skin. So I personally would recommend not going with the Coalface. If you have lightly oil skin or combination skin, it might overdo it for you. But one of the things I love about Lush is that they give samples of everything in there. And that's how I discovered it. I, told one of the associates what my skin type was. They gave me a sample of it, and when I went home and used it, it was everything. And I went back to the store and I've been buying it since then. So with their Coalface, and I'm going to kind of go through some of the things that they have on their site about it. Like I said, it's active charcoal, so it is made to take everything out of the skin and do a deep cleaning. It does leave with a matted and very super clean feel, which it does do. And what it says that what they use to counteract the charcoal's deep cleansing action, they use rosewood and sandalwood. This is to help reduce redness and to keep the skin nicely balanced. So it's a really good soap, because even though it pulls everything out, moments later after I've washed my skin, it's not like dry. I don't look like I done fell into a puddle of flour. With Lush, it's an all natural company. Everything here is a natural ingredient, or it is a safe synthetic ingredient. And most of the things that are in the ingredients here are natural. It says that the fresh ingredient in here is extra virgin coconut oil, which that's always going to be good for the skin, and also good for conditioning and moisturizing. So I am going to go through so that you can see what this is going to look like after I've used the soap on it, just to give you an idea of, for someone with excessively oily skin, how the Coalface cleans works. And as you can see, oily, honey. If you dry, just come touch my forehead. I could probably lotion your whole body up. All right, so I do like to use a lukewarm water on my skin, just because hot water is going to help with the cleaning of it in the post. And it's also going to open up my pores, allowing the charcoal to get further into my pores and actually pull out all of the dirt and oil and everything like that. So I'm going to go ahead with a warm water on my skin. All right. And we're going to wet our soap, give it a nice lather. And this is what it looks like. I'm not sure if you can see the little fine black specks that are on my hand that work with the light exfoliating. But this is what we have, and it's kind of a soapy, but it has a bit of a creaminess to it at the same time, and that's probably due to some of the oils. I probably should have something to pull my hair back. I don't know where my rubber band is. Oh well. I'm just gonna have to do what it do. And I do focus a lot more on my forehead and temple area, because it is definitely, I couldn't even say one area is oily than the other. My whole face is oily. And we rinse. Is it like a Neutrogena commercial? I feel like it's definitely not. We got it all? A little water and never hurt a curl or two. All right. And we are clean. Nice white towel. And pat. This is me fresh-faced after the Coalface soap. And as you can see, very dry, it's matted, but it does not feel completely stripped. But like I said, I have excessively oily skin, but it definitely does feel like I've got everything out of there. And my skin is definitely soft, It just, everything is, all of that oil that you saw, I'm sure you can see, it's just not there. It's a nice matte finish, as it says. And like I said, for me, it's always, for me, matte is the way to go. My moisturizer after that is cold pressed aloe vera gel or juice. That's what I use at nighttime. Nothing more, nothing less. Here or there, I might use an oil on it, black seed oil, or I might use a almond oil, so a light oil on my skin. But for the most part, it is always going to be the cold pressed aloe vera that I use on my skin just for overnight. Feeling dry, and as you can see, look. You ever seen people, like, you ever seen when people's skin be dry, like they wash their face and it be super dry, and then they move their cheeks side to side and then they look ashy like they just fell on the side of their face? None of that. See that? None of that. Still has retained some moisture without being overly stripped. That is the Coalface soap, my little chunk that I have here. Let's see if I can get it a little bit closer. If you can see like some of the little glittery sprinkles that are in it. I don't know if you can see it or not. I can see it. This is what I use as far as the activated coal to cleanse my skin on a daily basis. All right, I will see you guys in my next coal. I want to keep saying coal. When I say coal, I think Martin. My next active charcoal product. All right, see you later.